everyone, it's Black Dog, and we are on No Man's Sky Orbital. And you are currently looking at one of my favorite new additions, procedurally generated, race-specific, brand spanking new inside and out space stations. I'm telling you, I love them. I can't get enough of them. I want to see each and every one. So we're going to pop in here and we're going to take a look at some of what's new in the space station. I chose this particular one just because I really like the aesthetics. So let's start taking a look. All right, so here we are inside the brand new space station, and one of the first things that I noticed coming in were these little plaques, holographic displays, if you will, as you're coming into the space station. And you can see that at the far end, at the door, we have a yellow triangle. Then we have several boxes in place. And then we have two triangles. And then we have a few more boxes. And then we have two more triangles. And a few more boxes. And then an X. So the very first yellow triangle is obviously the entrance. The double triangles are obviously directional indicators. And the X is obviously the far end of the space station where the landing pads are. It was the little boxes that caught my eye. We have a long rectangle on the bottom and a small square on top for one. The next one has a long rectangle and two squares. And the final one has a long rectangle and three squares. If you have a copy of the alien language translation, you will note that these correspond with 1, 2, and 3. So we have 1, 2, 3 stop, going in, and 1, 2, 3 go, going out. Next thing to note is the revamped entryway, which is just this huge archway, and the new procedurally generated interior atmospheric effects and colors. So those are going to vary from space station to space station. Now, I do want to bring up pirate stations, outlaw stations, and the abandoned space stations have not changed. They are still the previous style of geometric station with a normal entrance. Another thing I noticed are these nice little recesses in the floor with glass panels over them. Very, very sweet looking. New reflective areas. HG has really outdone themselves in terms of graphics. If you'll look up above, you'll see a power pulse going to the station AI. We have new landing pads. They are absolutely beautiful. So let's get into the guts of the station, find out where everyone hangs out now, and see what we've got going on. All right, so first things first, along with our new landing pads, we have a much sought after ability, and that is the ability to change our ships within the space station rather than having to go to planet, um, excuse me, freighter anomaly. We can now change them in the space station. This is going to make our scrapping easier as well as just a nice touch to the user interface. So that's going to be wonderful. Next up, if you're a ship hunter, this center balcony gives an excellent view of the landing pads, the ships coming in, and it's far enough back that it's not going to interfere with the ship traffic by being too close to the NPC pilots. So, whether you're hunting for a certified ship or hunting for that one last part salvageable to build your own ship now, this is going to be the place to just stand and watch. Our space stations are now loaded with lots of decorations. They're now multi level, and everything is in a different place. So we're just going to run it through it all, and we're going to go slowly in first person, and that's going to give you an opportunity to see all of the new decorations, many of which are now available in the anomaly at the construction research terminal. So go ahead, get your salvage data together. Go get those new decorative parts. They go on your freighter or your planet side base. So, running down this side, we're going to start at the bottom level. And the first person we run up on is the mission agent, our old friend who gives us missions. Coming towards the next, in the middle of the bottom level, we have our galactic trade terminal and our station teleporter. Next in line, we have our cartographer. And like I said, you can see some of the new base decorations. So, for instance, one of them is this topographic table display. Coming to the far side, and we're going to go up the first set of stairs to this middle landing area. And over here in the corner is the mission or the envoy. And depending on your standing with guilds and races, you get free items that you do not have to buy, or that you do have to buy. I'm sorry. It says free supplies, but it is definitely taking money on guild discount. I see. So fusion accelerant a 50% discount, sulfurine a 60% discount. You can also donate certain items. So if you have these items on you, you can donate them to the guild, and that will raise your guild standing. So for your alliances and your guild standings, the higher they are, the better the rewards from the envoy. And the higher they are, the better your module prices are. You're going to get a high discount from a Viking system if you have a high standing with the Viking. All right. If you have a low standing with the GEC and you go into the GEC system, you're going to be paying an actual higher price than normal. So remember, at this point, it now pays to be nice, although I'm not a GEC fan. All right, so through the magic of television, we're back over on the left-hand side, and we're going to take the stairs up to the second level. And this is where you're going to find all of the merchants. So first in line, we're going to have the exosuit merchant. Next, we're going to have the multi-tool merchant, and you'll notice the multi-tool cabinet is now changed. Even though it operates the same, it now has a holographic display of the multi-tool you're carrying. So if I switch over to the ex-wife, well, there she is. But let's get rid of her. We got rid of her in the first place anyway. All right, and something else, we have two multi-tool cabinets now, one on either side, and if you'll note, they have different multi-tools in them. So we now have two multi-tools per station. Coming down next is the ship merchant, and finally the exocraft merchant. And then we come back around to where the envoy is, and down the back stairs, under the back stairs, under the envoy, in the corner, is our friend the scrap dealer. And that is all of our merchants. Now, in this back end, when we find our appearance modifier, it now has a hologram of us. Not a generic hologram. No, sir. They have gotten a hologram of us. Next to the appearance modifier, in the center, you're going to find the ship fabricator, where you can construct your own starship. And we'll be doing that here on a video in just a little bit. And finally, the ship scrap area, where you can scrap the ships that you have or outfit them and improve them. So, of course, we can always upgrade them, or we can now begin salvage analysis. And salvage analysis will either allow us to scrap the ship or extract a custom module, i.e., cockpit, wings, engines, etc. So, like I said, we'll be getting to that when we build our new starship in our next video. And finally, we have this upper tier that is quite empty except for decorations. And you really should take a look at some of these storage containers. Some of them are interactive, and you can get things out of them. So, just kind of as usual, interact with anything that says interact, and pick up whatever you can pick up from these fine folks. And finally, we have the station UI, which again seems to be operating the same as it was prior to. I have given it a forged passport. I have not given it a station override, but to my understanding, we still cannot own stations. So that is our space station review. I really can't thank HG enough for giving us things that have been on our wish list forever. Uh, so that's going to be it for this video. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you like it well enough. And don't worry about the notification bell. We got enough notifications in our life. Everyone have a great day.